Hello, everyone. My name is Jason Werleman. I lead our industry healthcare practice at UiPath, and welcome to our UiPath virtual office. So we want to bring you something special. Every week we've been bringing you a webinar series featuring some of our guest panelists, which are some of our partners and some of our clients and how they're using hyperautomation today. At HIMSS 20, where we all hope to see you, we also had a number of demonstrations that we had custom created with our partners, our customers, and even internally in our innovation labs, showing some of our best feature technologies, including forms, attended automation, and how you can use that with email, all the way to artificial intelligence and how you incorporate that with AI Fabric. So what we've done today is ask three of our specialists, Melvin Hutchins, Javed Ali, and Lisa Weber, to come to us and showcase some of these demonstrations for you. I hope you enjoy these segments that we put together for you, and we hope to see you every week inside our webinar series. Thank you.
Thanks, Jason. Hi, everyone. My name is Javed Ali, and I'm part of the UiPath Healthcare Industry Practice Team. Before joining UiPath, I have designed and developed multiple transformational solutions for healthcare peer operations. Today, through this webinar, I have got an opportunity to show you how to execute intelligent back office operations through hyperautomation. The webinar will be beneficial for Chief Operating Officers, Chief Financial Officers, and the VPs of Finance and Revenue Cycle Management. The videos which we are going to show today are focused on the automation, how the automation is improving operational efficiency, improving accuracy and the error reduction of the operation, and also how it is increasing agent productivity with better patient experience. For a copy of webinar or the demo videos, please write to me at javed.ali@uipath.com. Today, we are going to demonstrate you 5 different solutions. First 2 solutions will explain the use of intelligent automation with embedded NLP algorithms for medical coding, recommendations, and use of UiPath document understanding capability for document classification and data extraction. The Studio X demo will help you to understand how to create your own email digital assistants with minimal knowledge of technical knowledge. The next 2 demos are focused on the use of UiPath's EDI translation activities and provider credentialing solution framework. How these 2 different readily available solutions can be utilized for different operational automations. Let's move to the first demo. This demo will help you to understand the medical coding process automation. As we all know that medical coding is a time-consuming and error-prone process where we need the costly and qualified resources. The UiPath's NLP-based intelligent attended robot is capable to extract the information from patient charts from an EMR and to recommend the possible codes to the coder to select and use of the appropriate one. This solutions result with a 35% of AHT reduction and 75% of error reduction. That helps the providers for a 10% enhanced cash flow. I just started the demo and you will be able to see how the robot is started and logging into the EMR. So the robot is opening the EMR, writing the user ID and password, logging into, going into for patient search, searching for the patient, going into patient details, going into the recent patient visit to navigate to the patient charts. We'll extract those charts. And now the extracted chart will go through the NLP algorithm, the engine which will extract the main keywords, identify those, look into the list of the ICD-10 codes, and will provide a recommendation list. So here you can see the list of the recommendations. Now the bot will present an interface for the coder where we would be having the list of the recommendations, space to put to write a new one which is not available in the list if they need to do that, and also the text which is highlighted to help the coder for easily understanding of the content. Okay, so let's move to the next demonstration. So here we are having UiPath document understanding solution. So we know that the claim intake is again one of the complex time consuming process from the industry. So the resources or the agents need to go through multiple type of documents. They need to identify the required information from those documents, like we need to look into the patient information, provider information, date of the service, different ICD-10 codes or the procedure code, and those need to be filled into the different admin systems. Now, the UiPath solution is having embedded document understanding capability, which is able to identify the type of the form, if it is a CMS 1500 form, if it is any type of BS claim form, or any other type of form. So the solution would be able to identify that, and based on the identification, again, the next step would be to extract the information on that particular form. The extracted information then would be presented on the validation station so that a human in the loop can validate in case there is any correction required, that can be done, and the final extracted output can be inserted to a required admin system for transaction creation. So let's move to the demo part. So the bot is started. So it is picking up the Blue Cross Blue Shield Anthem form. It has classified that form, and now the extraction is done. Confidence level is 74% plus, going to the validation station, and that confidential level would be decide if we need to go to the validation station or not. So you can see here we are having form, we are having extracted information at the left hand side. So whenever we need that this information is not correct, we can correct that. So here you can see this need to be corrected. So the human can go here, can extract that information, and once it is corrected, we can save. And we are also having capability in this solution to extract the tables as well. If the form is having table, we can extract those tables easily. So here you can see the extraction is done. Now this extracted information would be saved. Now let's see how we can train the system to classify different documents. So here we'll see the designing phase or the training phase. We can select a type of document here. So we can see this is a CMS 1500 form. And then we are going here and putting some of the identifiers or the classifier content here. We can have multiple. We're just showing you the header one. So now the bot is running and it is able to classify this form and would be able to extract the required information. Again, we are presenting the information here. So you can see at the right hand side, the form is available, which is a CMS 1500 form. Now we are going to show you two more examples. One is the new patient admission, and so here you can see the patient information form. The next we are showing the VA form. So all the required information would be presented in validation station. Again, the validation station is basically we can decide at the time of design if we need this and up to what confidential level we need this, or we don't need this. And here you can see we run multiple forms. What the information we extracted, that is saved properly into an Excel sheet that can be saved or that can be entered directly into the into different admin systems where we need to feed in these details to create the transactions. Okay, moving to the next solution. So this solution will explain you the use of StudioX. So StudioX is our capability which is designed mainly for the business users where minimal technical knowledge is required. So we know that I mean providers and the administrative staff in hospitals need to manage different emails from different sources, like it may be any pre-auth request, it may be any lab report or any other type of email. So I mean there might be hundreds of email where they need to go to their mailbox, they need to identify those and also need to save different attachment into different folders. So this bot is designed to handle all those requests. So there can be your onboard which can monitor your email box and can identify different type of emails. Those can be classified into different queues or can be passed into different folders, and again attachment can be downloaded and can be saved into different folders. So the person who was managing the email box, now they don't need to manage the mailbox, they can directly go into those folders and can identify different documents, and the further actions can be taken. Let me show you the demo. So here is the demo for the solution, and this slide is showing you the flow of the demo. So we can have a generic mailbox. Let's say we are having healthcare, which is a separate folder in our mailbox. Now we are getting different emails. Those emails are available within these folders. Those emails can be having lab reports or the referral forms or prior authorization response or insurance details. The bot can identify these emails and can be classified these into different folders, I mean within the mailbox, as well as can download the attachment, and those attachment can be saved as appropriate into the appropriate folders here. Okay, let's move towards the demo. So this demo will explain you, I mean, this is a long demo where we are having end-to-end, uh, not only the solution, but also how you can build your own solution. So this demo is having each and every step where you would be able to see how to use the UiPath Studio X. So this is an interface of UiPath Studio X. So we are showing here how to start to develop your onboard. What are the different activities which you can drag and drop? What are different properties where you need to update or you need to provide your business logic? How you can embed it, the if or else conditions? How you can check the value available in the body or in the subject of the email? How you can create different folders and you can save the attachment available in the emails into different folders, and also how you can read the content of the body of the email and can classify that email to forward that email into the appropriate classified folder. So I'm just giving you a flavor here and quickly moving into the main video where you will see. So let's see. So let's say the solution is ready, and now we are running this solution. So I just taken it back. So let's see. So let's say solution is ready. Now we are running this solution. So here we are running the solution. So here is the folder where we are having 4 different emails. It will read one by one these emails, download the attachment, forward these emails into different folders, and save those attachments again into different folders. So here you can see all the emails are forward to appropriate folders, the lab reports, the referral forms, pre-auth, and similarly the attachment would be saved. So you will see the attachment are saved into different folders. So here are the folders, and each folder is having the attachment which was available on the email. So like this, you can quickly design your own bot which can monitor your email box. So this I mean, this is a long video. I just shown you the last main part. The completely other part is not shown, but you can get this video or this webinar video from me, and just write me on my email ID, and then you'd be able to understand it properly, and you will be able to design your own bot. Okay, so the next solution is UiPath's EDI translation activities. So these are the pre-built activities would be available on our Go Marketplace very soon. As we know that EDI 835 and 837 files are basically utilized for the billing request and response. So providers are sending the 835 files to the payers, and payers are responding through the 830. So the providers are requesting by the 837 files to the payer for the billing, and then the payers are responding through 835 files with all the details. These files may have for a single have the information about a single claim, or it may have hundreds of claim available within a single file. So the data conversion is one of the challenging tasks where different organization might be having some of the ETLs which can run on some defined schedules. Those would not be at real time, but the robot can work for you at real time. And also, the robot can have different features and functionality. One is the conversion of the file into a data set, and or a can be an Excel file as well, but also it would be at real time, and also there can be some defined analytical view as well. So bot can convert the EDI file into required dataset, as well as those dataset can be converted into some analytical views as per the defined business logic. So you would be having the data conversion at real time, as well as you might be having your analysis or analytical view as well on the real time. So we are running the EDI translation bot here. So here is the interface. Let's show you how to fetch uh, A35 EDI files. We're just showing this by fetching manually to showcase you how the file is look alike and how the conversion happening here at real time. So on a click of this convert file button, you can see within few seconds the results are available here on the interface. So within 2-3 seconds, you can see the results. We are having payer info, pay info, service payment details, and claim payment details. I mean, there are all the required data tables, or the required information can be available to you. Now we are moving to the 837 file, fetching that file from us folder, showing you the file details. So here you can see this file is having details available for multiple claims. Now within few seconds, this file would be converted into the dataset or the Excel file. So here we are having submitter info, receiver info, billing provider, pay to provider, payer responsibility, insured details, payer details, claim details, etc. So all those informations are available quickly. So like this, you'd be able to use this solution. So you can have your own business logic, on what way you want to convert your files and what the exact information you are looking for. You can just manipulate, or um, the data set which is coming out of the EDI files can be manipulated as per the business requirements. Okay, moving forward to the next solution, which is the provider credentialing. So the provider credentialing is again very important process from both payer as well as provider uh, value chain. So we know each provider, when they are onboarding any physician or any facility, they need to go through multiple check and validations. Those would be the NPI of a provider, or what is the educational qualification, is the license is proper or not, is there any sanction, or all these, all these type of validations are part of the provider credentialing. So we are having our own framework which is available on Go Marketplace. You can go there, you can download, and you can easily customize that as per your requirement. So this solution these solutions are bringing benefits like it will bring you the benefit of 80% cycle time reduction. It will bring also the 80% of error reduction rate, and the real time information gathering would be happening by the bot. Okay, starting the automation or solution here. So you will see how the solution is opening a queue of the request for credentialing, going into one queue item, looking into details, fetching what are the details available like NPI number, provider name, license, etc., address. All those informations would be extracted from here. Now the bot is going into an interface where it would be putting information about each and every step so that it can be utilized for auditing purpose. You can also see the bot is taking a screenshot of each and every step. So going to validate the license number of the provider, if this license is valid or not. Reaching to the validation portal, putting all the information, searching for those, waiting for the results. Validating the results, taking screenshot, going back to the main page and updating the validation results. Now the next step is provider NPI validation. So we are having pre-built activity. So in this case, bot will not go anywhere. It will validate the NPI within background, and it will take few seconds only. So you can see within 3-4 seconds, bot is able to validate the NPI details. So next step is to validate the DEA number. So bot is going to a portal to validate if the provided DEA number is valid or not. You can see the number is valid. Taking screenshot, again going back to the main page, putting the validation results here. Moving to the next step, which is the provider certification validation. Going to the American Board of Internal Medicine website, searching for the NPI number, checking the certificate, putting the results here again taking the screenshot for each and every step. And the final step is sanction validation. Again, with NPI check, we are also having our sanction validation activity, which is available on Go. So that is embedded into the solution. So bot don't need to go to any portal. It will validate the sanction within background. So once all the required validations are done, it will update and upload the document of the screenshot so that it can be utilized for future auditing purpose. Like this way, bot can go to each and every transactions available for provider credentialing and complete the work queue with all validations and verifications. So hope this webinar would be helpful for you for further inquiry, and to get the copy of this webinar as well as the videos, please write to me on my email ID, which is javed.ali@uipath.com. Thank you.